out the most just about your team's performance and how they were able to find ways collectively to pull out the win?
Yeah, I think you said it, just, like playing together at all times. Even though I threw in some different lineups, the guys communicated, stayed together, and made the right play over and over. Turned it over a little too much. That fueled the fast break points, but I felt like we had control towards the end with a big lead, and we just needed to close it, and maybe a few of them are on me. So I'm very happy with the energy, with the effort, but with a purpose. So that was a great one.
You guys have talked about let it fly. It's one thing to say it, but then to do it and to see how contagious it was. Just what was the key for your group to get some of those looks?
Yeah, I think you said it, just to buy into it, but also space the floor and make the right play. This is a team that they don't allow a lot of threes. They do a good job fanning out, and shooting 46. It's great. Obviously, the percentage and the amount of makes. It's great, Noah, but, Yegor does a good job finding the three-point line. Also, Yegor shot 5 of them, Zaire. Everybody contributed, and I think that's big. That's how we want to play. We want to keep growing. It's not going to be perfect, but if we keep getting 1% better every day, that's the key.
How much did your ball pressure and defense early kind of allow the shooting to come into the game?
Yeah, I think that, like when you allow 44 points in one half, that tells you players in this league are so good, and if you are able to allow 44 points, just, you said it, there's reasons. I thought the ball pressure, the communication, 5 guys together guarding the ball and finishing possessions, I think all those things were huge. And it was a good carryover from the second half of the game against Charlotte. So happy to see the improvement and finding ways to get better.
Obviously, you've got a long-standing, pre-existing relationship with Michael, but to see him play at the level that he's played for such an extended period of time, I mean, does anything that he does at this point surprise you, or are you just almost accustomed to it?
No, I mean, I think he's going to keep getting better and better. And I think right now is, less dancing, more finishing cuts, more keeping it simple. 5 assists. I know the turnovers right there, but, like the line is incredible. Led us in rebounding with 10 rebounds overall, 9 defensive. The shot making, we all know it, but he just creates so much attention, and then it opens the three-point line for others, and he touches the paint. So all that effort, I know that he's constantly moving and cutting, but if he needs to play 33 minutes instead of 38 because he's playing like non-stop cutting and moving, and then defensively he's in the right spot, he's chesting drives, he's rebounding, he's engaged. I'm very happy to see the growth, and I believe he'll still keep growing because he's having fun and he's engaged.
When you talk to Michael, and I just did on the walk-off, he doesn't really talk about himself as much as he talks about his teammates and what they're doing. Just for someone that has known him for so long, just what have you seen from him, and then the growth that he has, the support, and how that is so important to the entire team? Yeah,
I think right now is you see our team is so young, and they look up to him. And, obviously because he was the young one when we were together, he had to look at others. And I think that step it just takes time. And sometimes you think but you don't know until you know. And Michael is a selfless person. Like you said, he always talks about his teammates. And I think that's a positive. I think these guys now are playing hard and having fun. And obviously, if you win, you get that extra energy that helps you keep working. But we got to do it regardless, and we got to do it in the long run. So, there's going to be the tough times of whatever it is, the trouble, the back-to-backs, or losing a tough one, and that's how we got to bring this back, because it's obviously easier to do it now. But staying connected together, selfless, that's very important.
Danny was pretty effective out there, despite, maybe some loose handles and turnovers out there. How was he, I guess, for lack of a better term, able to be effective and help you despite maybe coughing the ball up a few more times than he would have liked?
Yeah, I think he's, like you said, his playmaking efficiency has to get better. And it's almost like he knows he can do it. He's very good at it. But then he gets a little loose, with the too many dribbles, with a little bit of like tough passes, wrap around over the top, and he's got to adjust to that. And that's simple. He got 4 assists. He's allowed 2 turnovers, and if not, get more assists. Obviously, the 4 to 6 is not good. I also felt like I trusted him. He can bring the ball, he can make the right play, and I'm going to keep helping him. It's on me now to try to make it simple for him and him to see, instead of throwing it to the crowd, to see, the spray pass, the 3, and all those things. But that's the beauty of it, is keep getting better. And when you make mistakes, but with a win, it's also good to see those mistakes and believe that you can even do better.